I think it's the right decision. I think it's everybody here is obviously most concerned about their families, their friends, the city of Houston back home. So I think it's extremely important that we get home as quickly as we possibly can. I know we're all very excited to get back there and see our people, but then also to start helping. I know my guys, the team has been incredible throughout the whole thing. Everybody's asking how they can help. Everybody's asking what they can do. And I think we're just very, very excited to get back there, be with our city, and help our city rebuild. Yeah, first thing I'm going to do is hug my girlfriend, and then we're going to get to work. You know, I think that we've all seen what's happened. We just passed the $6 million mark on the fundraiser. I've upped the goal to $10 million because everything's bigger in Texas, and why not shoot for $10 million, see what we can do. I've already begun the process. We're filling the semi-trucks as we speak. Many people have donated their trucks, their time, donated food, water, clothing, generators, things like that. The goal is this weekend. We're going to get those trucks down here by this weekend, and hopefully the tentative plan is Sunday. We're going to have a bunch of my teammates are going to help me out in a few different locations around town to be determined, and we're going to hand out those supplies. The whole process, I'm going to keep the people updated. I want these people to know that their money is going directly to the people of Houston. I want them to be able to see that their money is going directly to the people. So I'll keep you updated the whole time. Our first wave of things is hopefully Sunday, delivering things to the people of Houston. And I'm also working, I want you to know that when I say Houston, I mean Rockport, I mean Victoria, things like that. So it's not just the Houston metropolitan, it's everywhere. So thank you to everybody who's donated, and please, please keep donating. We're going to try and get to 10 million.
What's it been like watching the video about the man in Houston? What's your message to those people?
It's been very difficult. It's been extremely difficult to watch, but it's also been unbelievably motivational to see firefighters, policemen, everyday citizens out in boats helping each other out, lifting each other up. It's an unbelievable thing to witness what happens in a time of crisis. The most difficult times bring out the best in humanity. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. I think we're seeing humans helping humans. It doesn't matter rich, poor, black, white, it doesn't matter. Everybody's helping everybody. And I think that's what's most important at a time like this, and it's incredible to witness. I think that's great. I think that to see what everybody's done, the McNairs, Mr. Alexander, Mr. Crane, people from all over the world who have donated. I think it's so incredible to see people come together for something like this, and we're going to do everything that we can to rebuild the city. And it's not just the big donors either. I want everybody to know that it's the small donors. It's the people donating $5, $10, whatever you can donate. It's incredibly appreciated. And like I said the whole time, I'm going to make sure I do everything I can to get that money directly out to the people.
Who do you talk to back in Houston that you know certain areas that you have to go to that might be more effective than others? Who do you communicate with?
That's what we're working on right now. So we have a team of people back in Houston who are helping me. We're basically trying to find, A, the safest areas we can get to. Obviously, we don't want to put anybody in danger, but then B, the areas that need it the absolute most. And so we're going to try and set up, literally it's going to be open up the back of a semi-truck and start handing out water, start handing out clothes. So it's going to be, it's a fluid situation. It's obviously very difficult to coordinate so rapidly, but it's awesome to see the volunteers we've had so far help. And I just want you to know I'm doing my best. I'm not going to be perfect at this, I can promise you, because it's happening on the fly and I've never done anything like this. But I'm doing everything I can, and we're going to make it as good as we possibly can. It's not me. I'm just the one organizing it. It's all these people donating. It's all these volunteers. It's all the firefighters and policemen and citizens out helping each other. I'm just a guy who's trying to organize it all and make sure that we do whatever we can and use my platform as best I can to organize it. There's so many people out there that want to help. We just needed somebody to organize it. And I'm just very glad that I could use my platform to help organize it. It was subdued joy, because we're obviously extremely sensitive of the situation. We're excited to get back and help. But I think guys just want to see their wives. Guys want to see their kids. Guys want to see their families. So that's going to be a very nice thing, just to get back and to be able to embrace their families, and everybody can see that each other is safe, and then we can start that rebuilding process. And one thing I do want to say is, just because the storms are receding, just because the water levels are lowering, doesn't mean we can stop raising money, doesn't mean we can stop thinking about these victims. That's such an important message right now. just please keep donating, keep raising awareness, keep helping each other out. This is not a one day, this is not a 1 week process. This is going to be a very, very long process. In Houston, I just want you to know that we're going to be with you every step of the way.
You rattled off some names yesterday. Major people around the country who've reached out to you.
Yeah.
Who else have you heard from since? Anybody you can share with us?
I mean, it's been awesome. I mean, from near and far, from big businesses to athletic programs to musicians to community leaders. It's been, I can't even begin to explain what it's like. So you'll see more in the coming days, I'm sure, but there's so many people I wish I could recognize every single person by name, because everybody deserves to be recognized by name. If you're donating, please put your name on there, because you deserve to be recognized. You deserve to get the credit because you are helping people. So thank you to everybody, and we're going to do our best. I'm excited to get back. Houston, we're coming home, and we're going to help you.
You got teammates all over the city. How prepared are you? How prepared are you?
I think we're all going into a bit of a situation where we don't necessarily know exactly what we're going to find. I know a couple guys have, 2 feet of water in their homes. Other guys were in evacuation zones and they had to move. People had to be rescued by boat. That's the thing about all this that hits so close to home, is that this isn't something we're just witnessing on TV and helping from afar. This is happening to our people. Guys on these buses right here have been displaced from their homes. Their families have been gone. Their homes are being lost. So it hits very, very close. And I think that's why we're so passionate. That's why we're so excited to help and help rebuild our city. Anyone else? Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
I mean, obviously the game was canceled, and we are loading up now to go back to Houston. Houston is hurting, and the entire region is hurting, and we've got several members of our travel party, our coaches, our players, staff members whose families have been evacuated, and there's just so much devastation in the city and the region, and we want to be a part of that recovery process. We know that we will recover as a community, as a city, as a region, and we just want to get back and become a part of that process.
Could you tell us the process for canceling the game, how it came about, and was the NFL involved?
I mean, yeah, we've been in contact, John, with the NFL throughout the week, obviously, and the Cowboys, and I can't say enough about how cooperative, how impressed I've just been with the Jones family and the entire Cowboy organization, and the way that they have cooperated with us and helped us. I can't extend more gratitude to the Joneses and the Cowboy organization and how much we appreciate that. So we have been in contact with the NFL and with the Cowboys over the course of the week. We did not have the option, John, up until today to get the team safely home. So that wasn't available to us. And so when it became available to us, we've got so many guys on the team that are distracted by all of the events and circumstances and things that are happening at home, that it became increasingly more difficult from our perspective to ask those guys to go out and try to play a football game. And I'm not so sure it would have been fair to do so. So when the opportunity arose today that we had a safe route to get home, the decision was made to cancel the game and get our guys home.
What do you think about how important is it y'all decided to just get on home?
Well, there's nothing more important, Mark, than our families and the safety of our loved ones and the recovery of our city. And so this is the right decision, and that's why it was made, and we're looking forward to coming home and helping with the recovery efforts. Yeah, we're strong. We're hurting. Houston's hurting, but Houston is strong. And I've been there now over a decade, and so we are a part of the fabric of the community. My wife has been down at the George R. Brown with my kids the last 2 days, volunteering and taking care of the people that have come into the shelter. So this entire organization, starting with the McNair family, has always been a part of our community, and we'll continue to do that, and we're going to play good for the city of Houston as we recover into the fall. I think the priority is family, and I think our intention, and I'm going to talk with Bill, we got a little bit of time here on the bus to talk and develop the next set of plans, but I think the plan is to allow people to go and take care of their families, and the one thing that I have been focused on in the last couple of days is when we do get home and hit the ground, we have assets and resources for the entire organization, and when people are in need, that we have the plan to speak to those needs, and so we'll certainly do that. Yeah, it's just been incredible. I mean, the outpouring of care and concern from all across the board. It's been overwhelming at times, and certainly we appreciate that. There's a lot of gratitude that we have about that.
What was the feedback? What's been the feedback from your players' organization that you're going home?
Listen, they're pros, okay, and I've been increasingly impressed with them as we have dealt with all of the things that we've had to deal with over the last couple of days, and the way that they have been resilient, the way that they have maintained their focus, during practice and being pros. But it was a shout of joy when we announced that we were going home. So I think everybody wants to get there.
Rick, when you get home, will you just be able to get in your cars and go home, or been any trucks or buses?
Well, as best I understand it, the area around the stadium where all of our cars are parked, it's safe. So our guys have their vehicles available to them. Now, do they have access to get home? I don't know that all of them do. But we are researching that as we go and trying to help, make sure that we get everybody, when we do get home, that everybody understands how they can, get to their loved ones, if it's safe to do so, and if it's not, then we'll develop plans to help them do that.
There's some people say the game should be changed.
Now, if the game against the Jaguars for that to be held at
I'm sorry?
What has to happen between now and the game against the Jaguars for that to be held at NRG?
Nothing has to happen. The game is at NRG, so it's scheduled to be played in NRG, so it'll be played in NRG.
So everything's good around the stadium.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming out.